on me. Hey, my man, go hard with it. Mm-hmm. You on your stuff, ain't nobody messing with. Hype me up. Hype me up. Got that hype already. I got that ruach. I don't need all that. You got that ruach. You got the ruach. Ain't nothing the world can do with you. We on purpose, baby. We flying. Hey, we ride high. We riding on the wings of the Most High in all things. You dig? 11:34 Chicago time. South Side. You already know South Side represent. How y'all doing, brothers and sisters? How y'all this doing? I hope y'all ain't letting the enemy hold you busy. Keep in your world. It'll gravitate to it. It'll draw to you. You'll draw those things to you. I gotta get dressed so I can pop out of here. See what's cracking in the city today. Ain't too much of nothing going on. I talk to the people. The people don't really be on nothing. Yeah, they on whatever the world doing, with jobs and things. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But, if it ain't no shit the world got going on, we ain't got nothing going on. A lot of people are different. This group is different. They ain't like our parents. We ain't like our parents. Hell no. They knew how to get it cracking. And because we tried to follow in their footsteps, I think without adding your own dimension and bringing what you have to offer, say like with this truth, knowledge of self, how we tapping into the old books that they didn't tap into. And if they tapped into it, I don't know how they missed this conclusion. All this good knowledge, all this newness of life, all the knowledge that's coming out now, that's awakening, brothers and sisters. All this information, especially with the herbs. Forget about it. All this healing, all this rejuvenating life. Man, you talking about hope. We have a hope. We ain't wishing on those stars because we working. We working, family. It's real. A lot of y'all a lot of people going to church right now. For what? Talking about healing and this, man, people playing games. The church is in you. You the church. Get that word in you so you can teach it. You the church, brothers and sisters. Start with the shenanigans. This is my calling. I already know it. This is my calling. You know how you know you meant for something? I'll be thinking about what the preacher said. Find out what you're here for. Know your calling, who you are. I know. Now I know. It's to be a servant of Yahuwah. To serve the king. King said, build my kingdom here in earth as it is in heaven, right? He wants to make the earth a colony of heaven. Through you, partnership. Right now and forever. It don't stop. It don't stop. That is the charge man was given. And that's where I'm learning to pick the ball up and to carry it with honor. I'm learning what is a king. The difference in a kingdom and a democracy. That plays a big part of it. Because if you don't know how to operate in the kingdom and you moving it with a democratic mindset, it's not going to work, family. Kingdom don't work under democracy. Actually, it's contrary to two. No, it's not contrary to two, but democracy is contrary to kingdom value, kingdom law, kingdom culture. Democracy ain't based on law, but kingdom culture is because it's the word of the king. And the law is what creates the culture. What is the culture? The way you're supposed to live. Being far removed because we here, but that's it. That's where we at. And boy, oh boy, there's a lot of contention around this topic. This is the hottest, it's only the hottest topic when you think about it. Religion has been floored. They don't get it. I don't understand. They don't want to get it. They ass get it. They know it was a hijacking. And what people are afraid of is what you listen to right now. I know these seminary people are having fits. Like, how the heck these people, who gave them this knowledge? Who told them that? I can imagine, when people in authority, you do something, the first thing they're gonna do is ask you, who told you, gave you permission to do that? Who thought to change the truth into a lie? So if your ass is chose to change the Greeks, the Romans, your ancestors. So if they ass lying, I ain't got no choice but to establish the truth. And establishing the truth, that comes with power. That comes with authority. I ain't got to ask y'all nothing. Go sit your butt down and learn. You ain't got to ask them nothing. All that shit talking about is what we are trying to determine is what we saying. Is it credible? Is it real? Is it biblical? I don't care if they get it or not. I'm living it. I'm on a high of a lifetime, a natural high. You devils can't they can't kill that ruach. But there's not too many like-minded in my community. It's like some of the brothers I see, but you find out so late. It's like one of the brothers I be checking out on there. Bro in the business, bro on business. I see him baptizing and doing a whole lot for the sake of the kingdom. Running, moved out Chicago, and I understand why. Like he was saying, when I used to see him, all the kickback and this and that. And I understand how the people would mock and try to make fun of what you're doing. Like it's a joke or something. Like, y'all didn't get the memo? We the people. But I already know. Many are called, but only few are chosen. And out of that chosen, not the most I already said. In his word. Not everybody's gonna heed that call. No, like right now. I'm like, okay, you gotta recreate your thing. Now you understand why you don't use certain things you see other people using and getting involved in things. Because you stand true to your calling, who you are as an elect, serving on the Most High God, right? Now you understand why. Know this or that. And people looking at you strange, calling you all kind of names, like this foolish person. They seem like to them you losing, but in reality, on whatever level, family, that's more freedom. That's rest. Rest in Yahuwah. They don't understand his rest. They think it's a religion. They don't get it. They don't understand things of the spirit, but I get it. But I understand it's a reflection on your everyday living experiences. It's definitely gonna reflect. We're gonna know. You come on here and talk and woody 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 woo. Well, like I said, it's a reflection, which is gonna show. Are you really about it, or are you just on here running off at the mouth? You know me. You know I'm about it. My people know he about it. That one about it. Talk about one persecuted. Oh, they gonna persecute you, Cassie. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. And once they find out, it's war, spiritual war, which is good, especially to the soldiers of the kingdom. That's gonna make you iron sharpen iron. Iron sharpens iron, and they sharpen you for the mission. And every time you get persecuted, notice you seek the Most High. Well, if you're not, you need to be. No matter who you are, the Most High is our power. And if we're gonna overcome anything, it's like you gotta understand we have to transcend this physical and tap into the spiritual. Our Father's Spirit, John 10:31. Yeah, John chapter 10:31. Remember the Judeans at that time, they wanted to stone the Messiah. They said he blasphemed because he said he's the Son of God. And they looked at him strange. Think about it now. You know, they like to tell us, oh, it was his custom to follow traditions of those times. You have people going to synagogue and this and that. But we understand the father gave David Solomon instruction to build a temple. The Hebrews worship in a temple. The Messiah is a Hebrew. You got to see the perversion working. And that Hebrew went to the temple. Yes, he went to the synagogues and other places to reach the people, teach him the truth. But notice I said, them the people that want to bust his head because they didn't understand who they were in the midst of. Even now, it's still, that spirit still lingers on today. Even with the Hebrews who are awakened. Are they truly awakened? Or are they just Jacob in the flesh and overzealous? Only time will tell, family. Because some of this activity, all of it can be corrected. All of it can be corrected. But there's only one way to correct it, and that's to return, repent, come out of the world. Don't have no connections to them. You can't. That's like, I'm like, okay, now how am I going to fund my business? It's already been going through hell to get the funding. The people, our people, they don't think you, our people are messed. They're, oh, he ain't on nothing. You need to just quit that and get a job. Oh, a job is more. Because I said, no, how about we support one another's endeavors? That's what will ensure we are set apart people. We can't depend on the government. You know this and I know this. So now, excuse me, there has to be building of structure, infrastructure, which the Father plainly gives us. But our people, woo, I'm not catering to our people. I learned not to do that. The Most High seeks all. So whoever has a willing heart and understand the times, because you got a lot of Gentiles that know the time, that deal with you and tries to deal with you with the right spirit, contrary to popular belief and what some of us depict that paints a narrative like, oh, this people just, you don't know what the Most High has in store for each creation that He created. Yeah, the past we'll never forget, but the past doesn't determine where we're going. It gives us a glimpse and helps us to understand, which it should sharpen our, make us, man, sharpen our discernment in all areas of our life. It should be an enriching experience. You should get something out of it. For some reason, there's so much pushback. What? Family, friends. But I go on. I don't let them discourage me. I keep it moving. And to the questions of How will I do A, B, C, and D? Through the Most High, through like-minded people just like me. It never fails, family. You'll be worrying and okay, rent time. Okay, it's slow. Oh man, I'm gonna have to pay this late fee. Ooh, it's cool. As long as you can pay it, I'm learning not to worry about it. Because that's the world system. That's what it's designed around to keep you in confusion and worry and doubt. Worried all the time. If all you got time to do is worry, how you gonna allow time for healing? How allow yourself to heal so that you can correct decisions you're making, so that you can make the right decision. You're chosen. You're a kingdom builder. That's what you've been sent here to do. And you have the authority to do it. You have the power to unlock the authority to do it. He put it in you when he created you. I don't need to go to no school to learn, away from that's gonna lead me to away from a system that's growing me to really like going to school. They growing you to become independent. They don't teach you finances to a degree where you can really go out there and make some real money. Learn what money truly is. Money is not power. It's the value and what you create through it. If you can create out of it, it gives you power. You control that power because I can take that debt, go buy some things to create a product that I can put out there, which I do, and allow it to work for, let it work. There's a law at play and play. All work pays, but you have to promote it. You can't just expect people going, and you're gonna come into a lot of backlash, and you're gonna come into a lot of naysayers. Oh, forget that, quit that, get a job, it's better. No, because that we're this special people unto Yahuwah. Your father is a creator. Christ didn't go get no jobs from nobody and all that. His job, your job is in your calling. That's your job. And that's what will take care of you. And I'm learning. I had to learn. Like I said, I always listen to Pastor Miles and learn your purpose. Understand kingdom. Understand the king. How a king operates. What is a king? That's what the Father's preparing you for ultimately. To rule. Govern territory here in earth as it is in heaven. I don't know why everybody trying to run from earth. Mm-mm. He gave you power and authority to rule and have dominion here, like he has in heaven. That's the purpose of being Kodesh, set apart unto him. That's the purpose of wanting to learn this new meaning, the newness, to walk in the newness, to learn this new meaning, so you can operate like the Father. So when I say peace to the God, you understand Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, when the Father said, come, let us create man, because there's a spiritual aspect in you. Where does man come from? Adam. Aleph Dalet Mem. That is the power in Adam, the power in the word of the Father. He said, come, let us create man. So that we understand it's a power operating in that man. That is the Ruach HaKodesh. Is in each and every man. When that Bible says he is the light, because you were created by the word, all things. You have an eternal light in you. But if you don't operate in spirit and in truth, which is truth is his word. That's why he tells us to come out of the world. Because when I'm reading his word, there's another spirit operating in it. The spirit that's going to guide me. That's that narrow road you're looking for. It ain't the wide road when they tell you, go get a job and it'll pay your bills. And it's bigger than just paying your bills. There's a system at work. When we do that, it's like we give our soul away, what the Father has given us in Him, to corporate. They don't care about you. Get out of here. Look at our Gentile brothers and sisters with this awakening. They going through hell on earth. And a lot of our people, and we still don't get it. We look for the confusion. If it ain't confusion based, we don't even be a part. We don't even want to be a part of it. Crazy. But light has come unto Jacob. Who is Jacob? Jacob are these Negroes that you see around the world awakening, that's having all these debates, that's in all this contention, that's ever learning and never. Well, some of us have come to the knowledge of the truth, but those that you see, those that hinder others instead of point others to enter into rest, his nuach, his rest, nuach. That is a word, a Hebrew word, which means rest, the same as the Sabbath. Christ is. But if you still stuck in ritual laws that was given to Moses, because we broke the eternal rest, we broke that covenant in the beginning. We rejected that ruach that gave us that rulership and dominion in Adam. The Father is loyal to his word. He's the king. He can't break his word. John 10:36 tells us. When they want to bust the Messiah head for saying he's the Son of God, he said, "Well, didn't the scriptures come to y'all? Who he gave the law, Jacob and his 12 sons. These people are gods." We never read that. It's written in your law, Psalms 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and commandments. So in order to operate like sons, you have to use the I am that's in you. That's the Holy Spirit. That's which is the Ruach. It's in you. You don't, it's no, like we see people in these religious settings. Oh, I caught the Holy Ghost. No, he already in you. What you catch? You can call something else. You better beware. It ain't, he's in you. Luke chapter 17, verse 20 tells you. Don't go asking them where's the kingdom or when the kingdom coming. Christ told them, he even warned them in Matthew 24 that the temples that they held in such regard, that they built, they were commissioned to build. They weren't commissioned to build anything, a church or a synagogue. And I have to express that so people will know where I'm speaking from. This is the Father. He gave Solomon instructions to build a temple. Go and read 1 Kings, start at chapter 7 or 8, 7. Read it, and you will know. And there's no question about it. Well, how did they? Because of the scatterings. Think about it. That's Babylonian. They went in Babylon. The people from over there. That's Babylonian worship. Some Babylonian idolatrous worship. You know, because the temple, there are things in the temple that's constructed based on the eternal. It's a microcosm of, it's a mini version, a microcosm of the foundation, which is the kingdom of heaven. That's what should be reflected in his citizens, us the people. So I can't go get a job from Microsoft thinking that I'm going to receive the eternal blessings. Yeah, you'll get a check. You'll get some benefits, but at a condition, based on conditions. And once you go outside of those conditions, they're going to take that from you. They'll fire you. They took my last job. I'm like, I'll never get a job. I'm an auto mechanic. You can start your own business and sell your own services. Promote yourself. If you're in Chicagoland, if you're in Chicago, south side, north side, east side, west side, don't make a difference. I'm in the field, and that's what I do. Service automobiles. So that's a way for me like I was saying, come out of the world. And I'm like, okay, what am I going to use to generate this cash? Which I know ultimately, yes, I'm going to use my expertise and whatever expertise I offer, I have through the knowledge that I acquired from practice. Practice. I ain't just woke up and said I'm an expert in nothing. The thing that I do in practice comes with, and it adds value. So that's something that I'm gonna use. Matter of fact, yeah, my number is 773-451-6080. If you're in Chicagoland area, you want your automobile service, holler at your brother. That's what I do. I pull engines by myself. I'm able to put them back in by myself. I do fuel pumps, drop tanks by myself. I do heater cores, take down whole dashboards by myself. Transmissions, I know how to take them out and put them in by myself. I have the work experience, the receipts. I still got videos from when I was working at Arrows. That's all we did was pour engines and transmissions. Yes, we took on some smaller work like fuel pumps. Brake jobs, not really. Sometimes they did because it consisted of brakes all the way around. But the foundation was based on engines because they have a big junkyard. You run a lot of junkyards, big junkyard. A lot of them cars, a lot of them engines they were pulling out of those cars, the good ones, and reselling them. That's what they do. So we had plenty of engines to sell. That's why he specialized. He made a few garages throughout the city, particularly engine work, transmission work. Then you had the shop that I was in, which consisted of engines and transmissions, because we the young go getters. We the younger crowd. I'm a Gen X crowd, 54. And then he had some employees like 20 something now. We them go getters. You know what I'm saying? Or snatch your engine out the same day. And well, you probably about 2, 3 days at the most, snatch that sucker out and put that other one right in. And that's how we operated. Transmission, right out, right back in. It might be a day or you'll finish it the next day, but that's how we was moving. 28, 48, I mean, 24, no, it's 48, 72, 2 and 3 days. But these, we was moving, at a rapid pace. You had to be about that action. So that means there has to be a level of familiarity in you and working this and doing what you do. So yes, I'm equipped. I have the receipts. I was stuck on them videos yesterday. I missed that environment. Now I got to get back to it. Engines. Get back to pulling engines. Transmissions. Go for the big bucks. So yes, there is a way, and it's through that. And plus, I do retail. I do retail. Do a little retailing. I have these custom designs that I be selling, like prints that go on clothes. I sell a lot of them too. You do naturally operate as a sole proprietor. When you look up a sole proprietorship, you will see. But basically, we are sole proprietors, and we do any transactions for money. That's what we. That's what we are operating as on the business level. So then there's only so much you're able to make. I'm like, wow. Where you don't have to file taxes. I'm like, okay, you don't have to go and get a business license, an actual business license. Okay, it's a level that I can operate on without being in the system. That's what I'm on. Less government involvement. You know, less government and system involvement in what I do. The less, the better. That's living. Anything else? So I make me one. Why you ain't make me a pancake, baby? Selfish. I still love you though. I still choose you, baby. Y'all make me a pancake, then I'll shoot out of here. I got this design already created. Of course, it's Hebrew. It's Hebrew, something relating to the awakening, which I'm really into more heavily. And this book, I was thinking about that though. I'm like, so you can't be a part of the worldly system. You have to create everything you need through you. It's a price to being, hey, you want to be the boss? You got to pay the cost to be the boss. And you can't, you got to be on your business. Because now my family we still depending on me. I still have to produce on a daily. This is the best way that I can do it, where I will be able to establish a way, and in that way, working to establish my business. The kingdom, we call it institution, and I'm establishing the kingdom of heaven. These things are eternal. There's a way of life we create, recreate. It's already here. It's been here. People stop following. They chose to go their own way. They chose a different way. Now that we've awakened, you can make that choice. We have the choice to make. Because whether you choose or not, you still gonna get the end result. Most I said choose, that's a commandment. When he speaks and commands, that means you have to do it. 30 minutes. I enjoy this. This is what I truly enjoy. This is when I'm at my peace. Can't nobody stop me from doing this. That gives me joy. The joy of the Lord is my strength. And his joy is to be obedient. That's what he desires for you to do. To see his sons and daughters thriving, living life to the fullest. Christ said you're going to do more. Greater and greater things shall you do. Why? Because I go to the Father. I'm going back. And when I go, I'm going to send that. I'm going to send the Ruach HaKodesh, the one key that you need. The kingdom is back. The kingdom is here. I'm giving you back what you lost in Adam. And go rule and have dominion over the work of your hands, not people. He didn't mean to rule over people. But people can come under your authority if they so choose to sell their time to you for a fee. Say you want your engine for it, you call one. Sure will sell you my time. That's a nice turnaround. I missed them $1,500 an engine. You did. Some may go a little more. I missed that one. I'm like Jaheim. I got to find my way back to that bread. That's real money, man. Messing with them cars, vans, and trucks. And yes, I do port engines. My number is 773-451-6080. I'll pull them by myself, you dig? And sometimes I cut the homie in, open the door for the brothers, share. You being you make yourself your brother's keeper, a catalyst. You might be that catalyst. And like I tell a lot of people, I'm not stopping what I'm doing because I get it. I hear them. Keep doing what you're doing, Wayne. Because it's feeding people. You did. Something I'm doing, they might have been desiring to do, especially with the cars. Like, man, you fix cars? Sure do. By myself? Yeah. So you know how to sure do. Whatever's pertaining to that car, van, or truck, I am involved, hands on. If something I can't do, I got the resources to get it done. Say pertaining to welding, I know how to outsource. We don't stay stuck nowhere. You know? Yeah, I know how to outsource things. The bottom line is to get the job done. That's what people counting on you to do. Can you produce that? Sure can. The right way. Pull that joint out of there and put another one right back in there. How you in and out. And I like what I do. I need to get back to it heavily. It's been kind of slow. So I've been messing with these guys. It's been by the grace of God, really. I ain't gonna lie. If he showed me anything, he showed me. No matter. Yeah, you got that good old skill. And I could have just said, you know what? It's kind of slow. People tweaking. I ain't cut like that. I ain't gonna give up. You got to be more creative. Make better offers. Like I'm looking at mining. Mining? Yeah. And they talking about brake jobs, winterization. I'm looking at the prices and all actual services that they list. I'm like, you do that. You know how to do all that, bro. You need to make you a video and promote it. Yeah, I had one of the sisters who did a lot of my connections to the stores to buy products. Like I told you, I am in retail. And I do have a legit business. I just never signed up with the city. I ain't gonna file with the city yet. I don't use it, but I do have it. People probably saying, "Oh, you got?" No, I filed it. Trust me. I registered. Filed it under the IRS. It's a legit company. No fugazing. You know, you got a lot of people come on here, but I don't operate in it. I'm just a businessman. I've always been self-made. I come from the block with that mentality. When I went to school to learn automotive technology, that's what was on my mind, building an empire. I wasn't trying to go work for nobody. Go work for myself. And I watched my granddaddy. He did it. He ran his shop with the candy store, with the store. No candy store, but the store. I watched my dad do it. And like I say, jobs, for some reason, these systems and they corporations just don't work for us like they work for others. Everybody else able to come up off of them, start businesses, successful businesses. You know, the states do business with them. The Fed do business with them. Look at the Ukrainians. Trump brought over here. He brought them the access, bro. Then look, I ain't prejudiced a number just based on their skin color. They guaranteed a job in certain areas, or they guarantee access in areas that, but I ain't tripping. Come ye out of her. Create your own with your own people. That's why I say we're different. I don't have nothing against religious people, but y'all follow the world. You're not of God. You of the world. A lot of us been tricked. We done drunk the Kool-Aid. Come out of my people and be ye set. Meaning set apart. Because the things I'm talking about, We ain't gonna achieve that following these systems. They don't even recognize you as a human. They questioning who we are. No, we were, man. The hell you think we are? Yeah, we came from heaven. And we don't know where you came from. I know you don't, because you are of your father. You ain't of the kingdom. So I don't expect them to understand us. And I don't expect us to depend on. I hate that. I hate that. Some people so dependent on them. I depend on this education I invested in. It's trade skill, and trading it with my brothers and sisters. Those who, you know, if you drive, you need your automobile service. Through information or actual hands-on. You might be a do-it-yourselfer. You might know how to get in there and remove and replace parts yourself. And you might need information. You might not have schematics or access to schematics. You might not have that familiarity like I do, or that experience, years of experience like I do. I ain't afraid to do nothing. I find a lot of mechanics, even some older ones. Oh no, I don't mess with that. Shit, if it's on that, hey, if it's a part of the system, I mess with it. If I don't, I outsource it. And the only thing I'm really outsourcing is auto body work. You got an auto body man who get it in. Plus my dad. I send my dad a lot of people. Recommend them to my dad. My dad was build motherfucking cars. We ain't got old with us. You can't tell him. You know, he still get it in, he still teach, and he still acting. You know? My dad is very active. That's why a lot of people like, man, you waiting on your dad, ain't you? No, I ain't waiting on my dad for what? I'm waiting on y'all to kick in. No, I ain't waiting on nothing. I want to see my dad continue to work. Shit. I'm waiting on a lot of y'all to look my way and do business on the consistent so I can make the money and get a garage, a good garage, nice garage, create that thing and a road service in case you don't want to come to the garage and pay them absorbing fees. Because if we open the garage, that means by law we have to charge effectively so we can run the place. It ain't gonna run off air. And if you want to bypass that, I'll do road services. Well, I'll come to you, charge you a little extra, but might not be absorbing prices like the shops. And then, in most cases, you can buy your own parts, save you some money. I would even help in recommending that, or put you on the payment plan. Whatever works. The thing I want to do is get the job done. Call me the convenient mechanic. A lot of people don't like going by parts. I go with the parts. I know where to get the parts from, Irregardless of whatever, it don't matter your budget. There's a budget for whatever, whatever level you operate on, there's a part for you. You want the high-end part, or you want one up under there? You want one a little cheaper because that's what you can afford. There's a level. There's a part for whatever level you coming from. It can happen. Real parts. And that's about to change. But even that, even that's about to change. But be aware of those type things, especially if you run your own business yourself. You want to have information. That's something I always pride myself on, having the right information. You get the things put the things in place that I need to get things done. That's what it's all about. We make it happen. I make it happen. And I love what I do. Now I'm about to get out of here. Make me a couple of pancakes. No, my lady ain't make me a couple. That was selfish. She said, your ass here, what are you doing? I was actually sitting there creating a design. You got to stay relevant. So I decided to hit the work from here. I better get dressed in case I do get a call. I can pop out. Jump on my mean machine. They tell me it's cold. Throw my coveralls on, jump on my. I got electric bikes. I just caught the new one. I got two of them. I got the big one, both of them big tire bikes, but I got a mid-size one this time. I got the big mountain bike with the big fat tires, then I got another one that's mid-size. And it's cool. I've been hitting it, flying through the city. You dig? People can't drive. People crazy. People can't drive. I was gonna ride the big mountain one, but I got to get some brakes for it. So when I seen that one, I was like, let me get this. I got to get that. I got to get that bike. Now I could take if my kids want to ride, let's roll. Especially my son. You want to roll out? So let's hit it. We're going to hit it. I ain't telling nobody. He know, he the only one. Him and my brother know. My brother the one who showed it to me. But no, I ain't telling nobody nothing. Put that sucker up. I got to give me some space. I'm gonna give me some space where I could just take that boy and put that sucker up. I'm not gonna be riding both of them every day, so other than that, yeah. I don't know why they don't put those in front of your house, them bike racks. Especially when you stay in these complexes, like they need to put something like a bike rack holder, like down in front of the building. No, people gonna steal. I ain't worried about nobody stealing my bike. I'm still on the first floor. I hear anything or see anything other than people chaining their bikes or removing their bikes. I'm on your back. What you doing over there? Put that red dot on your ass. Man, I'm here trying to steal. Come out there with my plastic bat. Get to wailing on their ass. I can't stand a thief. If you're gonna take something from me, take it straight up. Whoop my ass and take it. I can respect it. Stealing? I respect the stick up man. He sure he doing something to work to get his bread. It's an unhealthy craft he doing, and that's bad. But he's doing something to try to get to it. And his ass stealing, but he taking a chance with his life. He might give you the option to take it. Take it. You play games with your life like that, boy, I take your life. You don't know who you running up for. Woman or man, I will take your life. You don't want to do that. Thou shalt not steal. God said don't steal. And I still ain't called this woman. Now I got to roll. Cook these couple pancakes and I'm going to get out of here. I called this woman. I know she wanted a car fix. I don't know why this man didn't call me the fuck back. You know, make me miss that job. But then people, I ain't gonna be too quick to call nobody. If they want you, they'll call you, cause Our people be tripping. I ain't doing no low balling, none of that. We got that shit bad. No, you can't do that. It's something you can't afford. You know you gotta park that joint for it, man. You gotta park it. Our people act like they can't live. Like LL. I can't live without my radio. Do-do-do. Yes, the hell you can. In a good way. Oh, yes, the hell you can. The right way. It gets slow for me, too. I'll be mad as hell. Ready to fight. Shoot, that's neither here nor there. You got to get more creative. Don't complain or none of that. You're going to have to get creative. Make better offers. Make a better offer than Walmart. And Walmart can sell a shirt. I can sell a shirt. I can't sell no shirt, then I ain't no awesome. You need to put your spurs up, buddy. Go get you a job. Something you ain't got to fight at because you need consistency. That woman gonna remind you. And you don't want that. Have to be reminded because then you're gonna feel challenged. Man, what's she thinking? She don't support me. She always no. She's trying to make sure she got security. It's a way to do it. I agree. Some of them can be a little outlandish. Support your man. Support how he moving. If he got some, he's an industrious man. Hell yeah, support him. He might not have everything in order. Help him get it in order. Like, stop playing with us. A lot of people be playing. A lot of our fools tell me, oh, you should go get a job. Go get a who? Can you change some oil? Can you change brake pads? So that was my job. Since you can't do it, I can. I can sell you my services. That's how that work. There go the job. Now I'm Mr. CEO, Mr. Creator job. Like, no, you gotta get out and let people know what you're doing. You can't be all that, come out of the world, meaning come out of them systems. Build your own system where you can deal with the people in the right mind and of the right spirit. Have something to offer of value. People looking for that. That's what's happening in this hour too. You did? Yeah, that's the transfer of wealth. Because the power is a power shift. God's people are awakening. You're awakening and coming into who you are. Yes, we are. It matters. That's what's going to make the difference for you in being successful or a failure. Everything else works for everybody else. But I ain't talking about everybody else. People can come, just got over here 2 years ago. We rich. Black people black people, that's a lie. Because black people can meet the criteria and shit, some of their own people won't do business with them. So it's something spiritual. I recognize it's something greater. It's not that people hate you. People, what the hell have you done for them to hate you? Nothing. What you offer is helping. So why won't they? Because there's a spirit on your people. Y'all don't listen. Keep telling y'all God's people, the people of the book. It means something. And no matter what you do, it works for them. Yeah, white people prosper. The system works for them. Who created the system? Like, what is wrong with us? Like, we don't know that. They created it. It's going to work for them. It works for the Chinese. Yeah, it does. Oh yes, we come over here. See, the black man he don't support his own. He goes spend his money everywhere, but with his own. These things I learned a long time ago. Because I used to look at the nations like, why they don't do business with us? I was blessed. I'm blessed. I'm not fortunate. I've been fortunate to deal with the other nations and be our own people. Because that's where the majority of the problems don't come from. Same thing with Christ. The own people want to do him. And they had a hand in it, which was prophesied to happen anyway. But why did you add your spirit? Why didn't you have to move with that in that spirit where you didn't want him? Like you rejected him. If our people knew, whew, I would hope that they would want to make a better decision than what they presented in the past, which got us in the predicament we're in. It's because of our ancestors' hard-heartedness and disobedience. That's why the covenant was broken and you had to pay for it. It's like people talking about, oh, God didn't curse him. We didn't say he did. He cursed his son. Same with you. If you don't change the ways that you picked up from your ancestors, thinking that's the way, and that's how we as a people should be moving, and this is the way it's gonna guarantee we get that godly result. You better wake up. My people, we got to wake up. We're too comfortable. We need a shake up. Lorben's music. Check him out. It's one of the brothers. One of the Hebrew Israelites and Negroes. Lost sheep of Israel. Praise Yah. Jerusalem. Brother that made so many songs. That song, I don't think I put it on. I forgot the name of that song. Him and another one of the brothers. Yahuwah Sabaoth, Sabaoth, Yahuwah Sabaoth. Man, y'all need to check that out. And then, what's his Moray Michael? His ministry. It's like singing ministry. Music ministry. Anyway, bro, that's a jam. That ain't no jam. That's my song. And just his spirit. I know he's a man after Yahuwah's own heart. Hebrew to the bone. Straight up Hebrew Israelite, bro. A man after God's heart. Who worships God in spirit and in truth today and are helping others on the world scale, not just here, everywhere, all will receive. Love one another. Endure to the end. This is where we at with it. Today's like, seems simple, seems to most it seems like they off. And it's about, you weird, I'm weird. Well, thank you. You don't even know who the hell you are. And you gonna tell me I'm weird? I'm weird? No. I'm woke. How about that one? And because I've been awakened, it's a whole lot you don't understand. But you gonna learn. We gonna learn. You gonna learn. It's talking about Wayne. Well, that's the end of that. We get a lot of talk. I just took a moment to come on here to express myself. Express what I've learned. What has worked so far. Because I know a lot of our people are trying to figure things out. Such as with cash flow. You don't mess with the world no more. How you gonna make that money? Don't use this education we got. That's how. People need their cars fixed on the regular. And you don't have to be by those I know. You got to promote. 773-451-6080. You got to promote. Promote what you're doing all day, every day. If you could take the time to listen to what Donald Trump and them doing and messing up business, stealing and robbing and all that shit. I don't care how you characterize it. You niggas stealing and robbing. Look, I come from my parents, sent from God through my parents. But I was in the streets too. That's motherfucking robbery. You didn't inherit that land. You went and took some shit so you can get something to sustain yourself. This motherfucker broke. Ain't no nations buying all your debt. They getting rid of the debt. And that has an effect. That has an effect on the security of America and its systems that need that money to operate. Yeah, they got money, but we keep forgetting they got debt. The nation don't have the money. They're robbing it, putting it in their pocket. They're not sharing the wealth. They're not opening the doors of opportunity so you can perceive that you can achieve that, that wealth, that idea of creating wealth. A lot of us can. I know I can. Shit, the SBA, I don't need no cash. All they got to do is open a line of credit that we can use. They want to make America great. Open a line of credit through the banking system. For those who go and start a business, why should we give you money? Because I started a fucking business here, and you should give me the funds because that's how the system works. What the fuck you mean why? They want to ask you all these stupid ass questions. Maybe because your attitude. Damn right I got a right to be hostile. The fuck? You holding everything back. That's supposed to be afforded to create. To make America great. I got ideas to be industrious, and I'm going to get mine and do the work of these hands. Something that I created because I'm a creator like my father. You dig? I'm a creator. I don't want to get all that. I ain't saying enough for nothing. If y'all going to send me some money, just send it. I'll pay it back once I use it to acquire what I need to sustain my business vitality, the health and well-being of my business to ensure that it's running and afforded others an opportunity, not just because we create, not just for you and yours. You got to share. And some of my people right now, I've been trying to get a fucking garage for I don't know how long. And a lot of people just be fucking selfish for no reason. I know people with a garage. They don't park in them. I'm like, let me rent that garage. Don't worry about what I'm doing with it. You want to keep your car running? I'll make sure your car running. At a cheaper price or altogether, shit, you let me rent this garage, I will change your brakes, keep your oil changed. You have problems. Make sure that car's running properly, the right way. You ain't got to go to the shop and get robbed. A lot of y'all get robbed. I don't knock the shop to get your money. But a lot of what y'all getting, you're getting robbed. They stiffen. And the brothers try to help y'all. A lot of people be tweaking me. Like, my people, y'all know who y'all are. Like, what the hell? Then they running. A lot of them go to this shop. They swear they understand. They woke. And we this and that. And I'm not being prejudiced or racist towards no other nation. But if black men and black women don't do business together, and expect to sustain ourselves as a nation of people without having to become borrowers from others. Because why? The borrower becomes a slave to the lender. All your work you doing is bought off. You don't have no power to control, say nothing, because you didn't bartered it away. Like I hear a lot of that. Oh, you can use as much money from your account as you want before payday. Well, guess what that means? What if something else come up? You got bills, you got everyday process, but we need money. We gotta use their credit. No, we don't if we support one another. I don't know where the fuck we get that from. But then it's in the heart of that person that you support. That's where that comes from. You doing business with me and building my business, it should show that when my people need something done, I should be one of the ones maybe on the front line. Afford it to, because you support it. Yes, I should be able to afford helping. And while I'm in the midst of building mine, shit, it should be okay. Once you get going, that next person, we shift that energy to them. That's what Nip was creating. I don't know why. That's where I'm at with it. Holla at your brother. And with that, shalom. And may God bless you and your hand. And may your hand be strong. You dig? Peace. And may your hand be sufficient in all areas of your life. Shalom.